Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Henry again on second down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wentz now to throw. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Powers through. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. But I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This to the outside for Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Complete to Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Matthias Farley. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. Tackled by Christian Fulton. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Able to fight through one tackle, and he goes out right around the 39. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Second and 8. Now a play fake. Wentz. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies. bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. On first down, Wentz. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. A first down carry for Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 72 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first is Wentz. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wentz. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Trucks over him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They'll run on first down. Henry, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage without loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Bullock's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make